Welcome back, James.
Increíble! The world of lucha is shocked! Toro Loco has turned rudo, and is now on El Forzudo's side against El Campeón! I cannot believe my eyes! Begin! Smash the cage! Go! Who will seize the victory by finishing the round first? And the crowd cannot wait! The conflict moves to the freeway! Ha! El Forzudo refuses to acknowledge Toro Loco as his equal! Shocking development! And the audience demands a Rudos versus Rudos match! La Batalla and the Rudos must have some magnificent shortcuts! The audience demands a Rudos versus Rudos match! La Batalla and the Rudos must have some magnificent shortcuts! Both conductores are halfway through the route. The Autodores are 3/4 of the way through the course. You can almost hear the giant wheels of the monster ghost. Drivers are approaching the finish line. Traidor! The betrayer El Forzudo has been defeated. Toro Loco is a real fighter, an equal among El Forzudo and El Campeón. The audience demands a Rudos versus Rudos match! La Batalla and the Rudos must have some magnificent shortcuts! Los conductores are halfway through the route. The Autodores are 3/4 of the way through the course. Almost hear the giant wheels of the monster ghost. The drivers are approaching the finish line. Traidor! The betrayer El Forzudo has been defeated! Toro Loco is a real fighter, an equal among El Forzudo and El Campeón! El Horrible Monster Ghost is back from decades in exile after an epic defeat by El Campeón and El Forzudo. They cannot face their ancient enemy alone. They need an ally.
the depths of the underworld. It is the fearsome monster ghost. The monster ghost plotted his revenge against his old rivals, El Campeón and El Forzudo. One luchador alone cannot stand against the monster ghost. Here comes El Campeón to help defend Toro Loco. A shotgun is sneaking up on you. This powerful pair cannot defeat the fearsome monster ghost. Wait, El Forzudo has arrived to join the battle. The tunnels have become the ultimate lucha ring. Who will be victorious first? Sharp corner coming up. Will every fighter make it? Only the triple alliance of El Campeón, El Forzudo, and Toro Loco can defeat this beast on wheels. Stepped up! It's the courageous Toro Loco! From the depths of the underworld, it is the fearsome monster ghost! The monster ghost plotted his revenge against his old rivals, El Campeón and El Forzudo. One luchador alone cannot stand against the monster ghost. Here comes El Campeón to help defend Toro Loco! A shotgun is sneaking up on you. This powerful pair cannot defeat the fearsome monster ghost. Wait, El Forzudo has arrived to join the battle. The tunnels have become the ultimate lucha ring. Who will be victorious first? Sharp corner coming up. Will every fighter make it? Only the triple alliance of El Campeón, El Forzudo, and Toro Loco can defeat this beast on wheels. Oh, the Triple Alliance has defeated the Monster Ghost!
When luchadores work together, they can drive away a terror, like the monster ghost. I cannot wait to see what bouts of lucha de carreteras await us in the future.
I hope you know some shortcuts. See you at the finish line. Don't make me wait for too long. What a race! The difference 40 years makes!
That's the old wolf.
No, that's an old truck. The wolf is waiting for us at the swamp. Haley asked us to clear some debris, and I've got just the cart. But we need to get there first.
Of course! Who do you think I am?
The driver who destroyed a record-breaking amount of fences.
That's fair.
Careful there!
400 meters, turn right.
This car is too old for this kind of driving! You get to explain to Haley why she's paying to repair my granddad's car.
Recalculating route. In 100 meters, turn left.
See? Got it here in one piece.
And gave me a few heart attacks.
Turn left.
And now, let me introduce you to the Ford Lobo. This car is more your style.
Now that's a hecking good wolf.
We call it Lobo here. Marketing in this country is outstanding. Let's get to work. See all that Russian stuff? Clear it out. What? No! It's not just an excuse to throw the Lobo around. It is just an excuse to throw the Lobo around. In the 90s, Ford decided that they needed to rebrand the F-150 for the Mexican market. And the name Lobo just has a real ring to it. They started using the badge in 1997, and the rest is history. The Ford Lobo quickly became one of the most popular vehicles in the country. Lobo is still used for the modern Rangers like the one based on the F-150 Raptor you're driving. But we don't just call it Lobo. No. We call it Lobo Raptor.
So it's the same car?
Now, there are loads of differences, like a dog and a wolf. Lobo only comes in XLT and with higher trim levels. The base version is still sold in Mexico as the F-150, but the Lobo is the elite F-150. Great. Job's done. And the scratches will buff right out. Thanks for the help. Now I just need to get my abuelo's old F-100 back to the garage. I've got 1,400 horses and I need you to help with them.
I think... I know what this is. I'll be right over.
I know you've got one of these, somehow. So you know a little bit about what you're in for. Let's go! Let's take this down to the beach. Stick it in AWD if you like. There's some nice curves up ahead. Calm down. I know you like to go fast. I had a big breakfast. This is 2021's EV of the year. And it was up against things like the Taycan and the e-tron and the Recharge. It set 3 Guinness World Records, and it's inspired by the beautiful original Mach 1. And I'm telling you all of this because the Mach E was built right here in Mexico at Cuautitlán Assembly. Cuautitlán Assembly has been building cars since the 60s. And more than 2.2 million cars later, we're sitting in an actual space machine made here in Mexico. Quite a journey from Cougars and Thunderbirds and F-150s to this. This isn't just a prototype. Cuautitlán Assembly does a range of options for the Mach E. A 68 kilowatt-hour standard and an 88 kilowatt-hour extended range version. It will give you over 300 miles of range on a single charge. The Performance GT version is the really wild one. 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. This one is quite a bit faster. Honestly, when I first tried it, I had to go and sit in a quiet room for a bit. And I've flown airplanes in a storm. It's wild tech. You can switch from all-wheel drive to rear-wheel drive at the touch of a button. And when you get into tuning, you can basically tweak every one of the 7 engines individually. It can make 1,400 horsepower and a ton of downforce at 160 miles per hour thanks to the Aero 2.
So what you're saying is, not bad for something that weighs more than that F-150 of yours.
Yes. Whoa! How do you make it go around corners like that? I'm really asking. Let's take this down to the beach. Stick it in AWD if you like. There's some nice curves up ahead. Calm down. I know you like to go fast, but I had a big breakfast. This is 2021's EV of the year. And it was up against things like the Taycan and the e-tron and the Recharge. It set 3 Guinness World Records, and it's inspired by the beautiful original Mach 1. And I'm telling you all of this because the Mach E was built right here in Mexico at Cuautitlán Assembly. Cuautitlán Assembly has been building cars since the 60s. And more than 2.2 million cars later, we're sitting in an actual space machine made here in Mexico. Quite a journey from Cougars and Thunderbirds and F-150s to this. This isn't just a prototype. Cuautitlán Assembly does a range of options for the Mach E. A 68 kilowatt-hour standard and an 88 kilowatt-hour extended range version. It will give you over 300 miles of range on a single charge. The Performance GT version is the really wild one. 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. This one is quite a bit faster. Honestly, when I first tried it, I had to go and sit in a quiet room for a bit. And I've flown airplanes in a storm. This is a detour, but if anything can handle it, it's this car. It's wild tech. And there we go. Sunrise over the sea. Beautiful. But we're not done. There's one more thing to look at. I'll let you know as soon as I have Found it. Okay, this one will... be epic. I found a Porsche Carrera. You know what that means?
Racing? And what do you mean, found?
In a barn, of course. And of course it's racing. Come meet me at Guanajuato. This beauty got her name from the Carrera Panamericana. The races don't run anymore, but who can blame us if we take it out one more time? Right? Let's see what this car can do. There's Jamin! Guess he wanted one last race. Let's do this! Porsche Carrera got its name thanks to Hans Hermann, who won the small sports cars category in 1954. He drove the Porsche 550 Spider and came third overall. He was sick before the race, and his tires came off at the start. He really pulled through against the odds. Porsche had 6 cars competing in 1954, and all of them made it through the end. A lot of others didn't, let me tell you.
Enjoying yourself, are you? Yeah, I kinda had a feeling you were.
1954 was the last year the original Carrera Panamericana took place. But it gave us the most famous Porsche model, the Carrera you're driving right now. The Carrera RS 2.7 was the first production street racing 911. It was built on the 911S 2.4, the fastest Porsche you could buy at the time, and a popular choice in the later Carrera Panamericana races. The race was revived in 1988 and ran to 2016, staying true to the original races with high-speed road stages. The routes for the race were carefully selected every year by planning committee and local government to ensure they were race-worthy and that they can be closed up for 2 hours. You could almost say, "This is Jamin's exit. It's been fun, my friend. Take care."
Looking forward to seeing what you can do out there. Have fun now, yeah?
Great race! Almost like we did a little Panamericana with a friend. Anyways, hope you had fun with this little stroll through cars hechos en Mexico.
It was great! And let me know if you, find any other cars like that.
There he is. So, some street racers just turned up.
Oh, are they friends of yours?
No, we're not friends. And we're not street racers, Jamin. We're the Born Fast Racing Society.
Yeah, more like born rich.
Mira, amigo, you're in my country now. So throw down on the road, or go home.
Racing sounds good. Let's do this.
Get to your cars then. Now, born fast. Or dead last, mi amigo. Vamos, let's go.
Okay, before you ask, I have no idea what that guy's problem is, and I'm completely innocent.
Wait, who is this guy?
It's Tristan. Let me start from the beginning. A few years ago, I went to this midnight meetup in London. Heard it might be cool. Turns out, it was just a spoiled rich kids convention.
So you beat him in a race?
Well, yeah, but it was one race. You and I win and lose all the time. We don't go around being jerks about it.
How come they've never been to Horizon?
You ask me. The festival can do without these types.
Steady on, Jay. Let's see if they can drive.
Corner coming up. Let's see his turning circle.
You've got skills, Pablo. We just need to get you a real street machine.
I'll build a chido hot rod from scratch. Don't worry. Mi padre will pay for everything.
No need. Come down to street scene. We'll hook you up. How about you, Tristan?
I don't think so. I'm not going to stoop to racing you. You're not even in that ridiculous Hall of Fame of yours.
So, the Born Smug crew aren't done yet. Tristan has organised another showdown at the stadium. You can head there now. Or, this is weird, but I got a call from the kid you'll be racing. Says he wants to talk to you. Your choice, but it sounds like a trap to me.